Hey guys, what's up? MurderofBirds here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another one of my Red versus Blue videos. This is going to be the first for me for Red versus Blue in particular. I know that there are a lot of you guys who have subbed to my channel exclusively for Red versus Blue content despite being in the Rooster Teeth community, but content like this is no stranger to the channel as I've done soundtrack reactions in the past for RWBY's Volume 4 and 5 and expecting to do so when Volume 6 soundtrack comes out. But this is something that I was kind of contemplating at the end of RWBY season 8 rather, and I just didn't really know the nature in terms of the soundtracks in correlation to the show, because similarly, like, I kind of do that with RWBY. So I started doing live stream discussions for the soundtracks when they came out, like I said, for volumes 4 and volume 5, because the soundtracks really contextualizes a lot of the characters, their backstories, their motivations, and just learning more about them through their songs, through, you know, whatever lyrics are given to us and what we can kind of extrapolate in terms of the story, really, and the lore, anything that we can get from character themes or just general themes for RWBY. But I didn't really know what the music was like in terms of Red versus Blue. I didn't know if it was music to just kind of up the tempo of just something cool to listen to during a cool fight scene. Are any of these songs contextual with the plot? You know, be it the Freelancers, the Reds, the Blues, Blood Gulch, or anything in the future. I know Jeff Williams, Lamar Hall, Casey Lee Williams, and Alex Abraham came on board during Red versus Blue when they kind of collaborated with Rooster Teeth and what started this whole hype train of music that we all know and love that even transcended into RWBY for where I got into it. But I'm basically going to be so essentially this video is going to be me sitting down. And it's going to be in a different fashion to RWBY. Like I said, RWBY, I do live stream discussions primarily because I am caught up with RWBY. So if I were ever to do a live stream discussion of the latest soundtrack, like for example, the Volume 6 soundtrack should be coming out within the next week or so. And I'm going to be doing a live stream discussion of that. I am caught up with RWBY, so when I do the live stream discussion, I don't have to worry about someone spoiling me in chat. Also, it's kind of something that that's kind of like an event for people in the community who look forward to hearing my thoughts, my opinions, my hype, my excitement, my emotions when it comes to hearing the songs for the first time. Unfortunately, I'm not able to do that with RWBY because I'm catching up on like a decade plus worth of content, and at the same time, I really don't know if there's going to be anything really for me to add beyond just that was a cool song, or wow, that was the first time that so-and-so did a track for Rooster Teeth. I don't know if there's anything that I'm going to be grabbing in terms of anything tangible that I can grasp onto, you know, moving forward with RWBY. I was told that there are some songs that are contextual with the story, like there are songs that can allude to a character moment, but it's not as deep as RWBY. So I'm not going to really be going into it that crazily, but I have not listened to majority of the songs, and this is going to be covering also the Season 8 soundtrack and the Season 9 soundtrack because I wanted to do the Season 8 soundtrack for a really long time after I finished Season 8, and then I jumped right into Season 9. And then at the end of Season 9, it was always in the back of my head, like, am I going to do the same thing with RWBY? Am I going to do a Season 8 soundtrack discussion, a Season 9, a Season 10, etc., etc.? And then at the end of the day, I was like, I'll just bunch Season 8 and 9 together because there's enough music and it's enough of a runtime where this video will probably be about an hour or so. So, like I mentioned, most of the songs that I have on track, so I'm going to pull up. So first and foremost, I did buy the Seasons 8, 9, and 10 soundtrack off of iTunes last year when I was initially planning on continuing my reactions immediately after when I was supposed to come back from RTX. We've already been through that story. But I bought those 3 soundtracks in the anticipation of continuing this whole plan of eventually doing this video, sitting down, listening to these tracks for the first time, giving my thoughts on it, seeing which songs are my favorite, which ones vibe out with me, and whatnot. And I basically... I didn't know really, again, another thing that I don't do with RWBY that I'm going to be doing with this is I want to actually know what's being said, right? For the soundtracks of RWBY, you know, there's a lot of people out there, for example, Flint of RWBY, who's really keen on getting lyric videos out, so it's not really that long of a wait before we can kind of find out like what the lyrics are actually saying so we can make more sense of it. But I didn't want to have to like listen to these songs for the first time and then do research for things that are like years in the past. So I did buy the 3 soundtracks for my own consciousness and also so I can have the music to listen to when I can. But I did pull up and I'm going to switch over to my monitor here real quick. I did pull up and make a custom Red versus Blue music playlist on YouTube, where I went to any channels that had lyric videos for the songs between between seasons 8 and 9. So basically, I believe these first few songs here, these first 6 songs here, are from season 8, and then the remaining songs on the track are from season 9. Now, I have heard some of these songs before. I didn't know it at the time, and that's mainly because I did attend RTX 2016 and 2018, and at those 2 events, I also attend 2017, but 2016 and 2018 in particular with this experience, I attended the Jeff Williams Freelance Orchestra, and basically this is, it's Jeff Williams, his entourage, his bandmates, where they all did songs and stuff like that to RWBY, Red vs. Blue, Laser Team, and that was where I heard some of the Red vs. Blue songs for the first time, before I even heard them in Red vs. Blue, like Tucker's Bow-Chicka-Bow-Wow theme I've heard before. What else have I heard before? Bow-Chicka-Bow-Wow I heard On Your Knees apparently, but I don't even remember what that song is like. I think that has Lamar Hall on it. So there's only like no more than 2 or 3 songs on here that I've heard in the real world from a concert. But now I'm going to be sitting down, hearing the lyrics, and trying to put everything together, for the Red versus Blue community and for the content that I hope you guys enjoy for this. It's probably going to be, like I said, an hour long. I'm going to go back to back. If there's anything that I can add in terms of commentary, I will. If not, I'll just probably give my take on, oh, that was a cool song, or I'll listen to that again, or I like the tone of that, or, getting excited of just hearing a lot of these people who are still continuing to make music for Rooster Teeth to this day. But with that said, we're going to be starting from the top. And the first song that I'm going to be listening to is going to be the Red vs. Blue Revelation theme. And this was featured at the end, I believe at the end of the credits of Red vs. Blue Season 8. I believe this was the first vocals that Jeff Williams lended himself on in terms of like the show that was featured in the credits. The song is just called RWBY, but basically this is going to be my reaction to the Red vs. Blue Season 8 and Season 9 soundtrack back to back, giving you guys my thoughts, my impressions of listening to majority of these songs for the first time, and just kind of seeing where we go from there in terms of if we can get anything out of lore, or just at the very least get stoked and get excited for me hearing all these songs that you guys have probably been listening to for years. So with all that said, of course, the number one thing I want to know is if you guys like this type of content. Do you guys like me sitting down? Obviously, you have to watch the video, but leave your feedback at the end. Leave your feedback on if you enjoyed this, if you found it entertaining, if you'd like me to do this again in future with the Season 10 soundtrack, which I bought as well. I don't know if the Chorus Trilogy is on the same scale, or even if Jeff Williams and his buddies still continue to make music for RWBY, because I know they do it for RWBY, but I don't know what the heck RWBY's up to these days in terms of the soundtrack, let alone the show. So just let me know about that. Let me know if this is something you guys like to see in future with other soundtracks, and let me know if it was just good in general for content this week. Again, I didn't really know if I wanted to do something like this for RWBY players, for RWBY fans. Just because I do it for RWBY. It's an annual event. We all get stoked and excited. I listen to the songs for the first time live with people, but I don't want to get spoiled, so unfortunately, this is the best that I can do. But with all that said, thank you guys so much for your support. Again, leave your feedback in the comments, and without further ado, let us begin. All right, guys, so we're going to be jumping into the Season 8 batch of songs for this duo Red vs. Blue Season 8, Season 9 reaction video. Also, really quick, I didn't mention this during the intro, but let me know the context of the songs. Like, I'm going to be listening to them for the first time, so by the time this video is over, I will already have all of my preconceived notions and thoughts about the soundtrack from my interpretations, what I think they're about. But you guys are clearly the experts at this. You guys are really watching me stumble through the story and the lore and make sense of it all, for you guys to kind of be there along the way to kind of guide me in the right direction. So, for any of these songs, like, if there are actual, like, official, like, sources of what this song is a reference to, or what it's or who it's by, or who it's from the perspective of, let me know, just so I stay on the same page with you guys. So really quick, just as a refresher, I'm gonna pull up the song list here. So we're gonna be going through the Red vs. Blue Revelations theme, You're My Best Friend, I Am the Best music video, Sarge's Blues. I don't know what this one is, but I heard that it has a song in it, Red vs. Blue miniseries episode 3 finale. So we'll check that out. I Say Ooh, which actually has Casey Sandy in here, which is kind of crazy. And then the season 9 the season 9 portion of this soundtrack reaction discussion will be Falling Towards the Sky, which I find really interesting that it's also song track number 9. Can't Trust Anybody Now, Round 1, On Your Knees, Donut the Musical, Bow-Chicka-Bow-Wow, and Talking That Shit featuring ya boy Lamar Hall. So again, like I said, I'm going to be listening to all of these primarily for the first time. I will let any of you guys know what songs I have heard and give you guys context when we get to it. But for right now, we're going to be starting with Red vs. Blue. Revelation theme. This is the theme song that played at the end during the credits after the aftermath of the Epsilon unit when Tex and Epsilon were back in the capture unit, and the credits ended up rolling and playing. And I actually didn't feature that in the actual reaction. I had to watch that as a standalone because it wasn't even featured in the episodes that I was watching. But anyways, I have the lyrics now, so I am actually going to find out what the lyrics were that Jeff was singing during that time. Let me know how the audio is. Let me know how the quality of this is. Again, let me know if you guys enjoy these videos. Give me any feedback you can, and keep me up to date on like the context of these songs. But without further ado, we're going to be starting this in 3, 2, 1, now. All right, here we go. The first of many. Oh, this song was so great to hear it too. I just didn't know what Jeff was saying because it's kind of like a vocalization on his voice. Tell me why you're here. You could walk away right now. I know how the song goes. Now I can sing along. Who could stop you? You're free to choose your own way. Don't be afraid. All the choices you make, it's alright. Again, I'm trying to contextualize this for RWBY. I don't know if that's the right way to look at it. Memories! Memories the key! Oh, this is RWBY. Good to conquer evil, lies to fight the truth. I know this next part. Already of a soul is saints or sinners, or is it always red versus blue? Ba 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 ba. Tell me why you're here. Do you even know yourself? This is about like Epsilon or church, like an identity crisis. You don't fit anywhere, Jesus. Whoa, and yo! Also, shout out, really quick, I'm gonna shout out everybody, like, for all of the tracks and the videos that I'm using for this in the description. That we're here. Yo, why are we even here? Your life too. Someone else to run it for you. Do you wish you? Yo, I can't believe this is like Jeff's like really big come up into Red vs. Blue with this song. And it fits RWBY. It fits the nature of the series. Especially with all of the tracks that he uses for the action scenes down the road, like with seasons 8 and 9. So yeah, it was definitely a good fit for sure. Again, I just don't know if this is like contextual with the actual Red vs. Blue plot or the lore or whatever. Help me out, let me know. So that way I'm not like losing sleep over this. Oh, this is the sing-along portion. Are any of us only saints or sinners, or is it always red versus blue? I'm so happy I got into this series, and I'm like super excited for season 10. Like, after this, it's the review, and then we're in there. Good to conquer evil. Lies to fight the truth. Are any of us only saints or sinners, or is it always red versus blue? Oh boy, that was a banger right there. Holy shit, what a song to start off the freaking... To start us off. So it feels, so first off, that's like a blast from the past because I watched season 8 even further back than I watched season 9, even though I just recently rewatched them. But I remember listening to that song for the first time and not really knowing much about it. I couldn't even really make out the lyrics, but I was just like, I recognize that's Jeff, and he's saying something about red versus blue, and that's really it. I don't, again, like, I do apologize if I'm going into this from the perspective of something like RWBY. I just don't know any better right now, and hopefully you guys aren't too upset about that, or, like, triggered, like, no, stop thinking about it that way, it doesn't mean that. But that's just the mindset that I'm going into because of my adaptive nature of the soundtracks of RWBY throughout the last 5, soon to be 6 soundtracks. So I really don't know what to make of this song, contextual with everything else. The lyrics kind of seemed like, you know, being an outcast, not having any place, not really knowing, I don't know, just, I guess, in a way, not really knowing where you stand or how to live your life or really deciding, like, who you are as an entity. And like I mentioned during the track, I was like, is that kind of like a reference to Epsilon? Because in a way, I kind of feel like Epsilon is this kind of odd sheep at this point. You know, he's got all of these different type of scenarios with all of these AI who really make up who he truly is. But without all of those, I'm wondering, I don't know. I don't know if it's a reference to Epsilon or if it's a reference to the director. It feels like also like an evolution of like the Red versus Blue song. Because I remember like Red versus, like the Blood Gulch, you know, Red versus Red and Blue versus Blue. One day we'll cruise down Blood Gulch Avenue. And now this one, it seems to be like, this song is literally called Red versus Blue. And it's even mentioned, like, are we saints? Are we sinners? Are we good guys? Are we bad guys? And that also reminded me of the Freelancers, right? Of Washington and York and you know, York mentioning, like, we're the good guys, right? You know, we're the ones that are on the good side, and we got all these people fighting us, and we got these AI, and he's kind of like a little sketchy on, like, where do we stand in terms of our morality? Are we doing the right thing? Are we causing more harm than good? So I don't know. I feel like it's a little, I guess you can kind of look at it that way. Also, this is season 8, so that's before York or anything like that. Or maybe this could have been foreshadowing, because RWBY songs kind of do foreshadowing. We kind of get a lot of the context in a soundtrack before we actually see it come to fruition in the show proper. So I don't know. That was an interesting one. Red versus Blue. The Revelation theme, really liked that one. Don't really have much more to say on it. I do apologize. But anyways, we're going to jump into the next track, which is called I'm Your Best Friend, Red versus Blue. Not much more to say other than that. So let's jump into it. Also, shout out to Monzy Tax. Shout out to you. All right. Red versus Blue, Revelations. Oh my God, Caboose has a song?
You were happy, I could tell.
What? Characters have songs?
Something about how I was smart and I make your life a living heaven.
Oh, a living heaven. Yeah, you wish.
We do everything.
Oh my God, Caboose has a song.
Your favorite game.
Oh my God.
I'm so glad that we found.
This is like Church's song, him singing at church. As me. This is so precious. Ew, and it's got a bit of a step and a beat to it.
Church.
Oh my God. Oh. We are brothers. Oh my God.
You know Tucker thinks he can hang with you, but I'm your friend and there's no other.
Oh, I love this this song! I love it!
Together just like chocolate and peanut
Candy! Reese's!
No one else sees me like I see me, or like I see you.
Yo, this is a bop right here.
Because if I can't see them, they can't see me.
I can't believe they gave Caboose his own song. Well, it makes sense because Tucker has like Bow-Chicka-Bow-Wow, so do all of the I want to know what Church's song is if he has one. Church! Oh man. Caboose went through everything to bring Church back. It was so wholesome. So wholesome. Brothers and not red. Screw the red team! Blue team forever! I'll be right by your side. Best buds. Shots fired at Tucker. Because Tucker did it! Oh, I love this song. I love this song. Do not listen to Tucker. Not creepy at all. I love you so much. I love Caboose so much more after this song. God, my cheeks hurt so much from smiling. You can repeat it in your head, or maybe not all the time. Yo, no bullshit, the song is really catchy. Church, I am your best friend. That was so wholesome. Caboose, I think if there was any character I would be devastated if they like died or something, it would be Caboose. Just because he is like, he's just so innocent. He's so precious. He's so innocent. He's like literally like, he's like the example of like someone who's like messing up on everything, but they're trying their best, and you can only really appreciate them for giving it their all, and you can't really be mad at them for that. I think that's like what Caboose represents, at least for me. Oh my god, I didn't think all of the characters got their own songs. I thought it was a little interesting that Tucker got a song, but then again, the song is called Bow-Chicka-Bow-Wow, which is basically his punchline zinger for any like sexual jokes that he makes, and that's been the running joke. So the fact that they made that into a song, I can understand. You know what I mean? It's like people like grapes. You put it on a shirt, it becomes a tagline, you make money off of it, etc. So I didn't think that characters would be getting, you know, and it's nothing super nitty gritty. That was actually just really fun to see and to know that it exists. That Caboose made a song for Church expressing that Church is that's his best friend, and I just want Church to reciprocate, you know what I mean? Like, even right now, he's still fighting against it, like, no, I still hate all of you guys, and he's just, you know what I mean? He's a softie, you know, I feel like he has, like, a pineapple personality, tough on the outside, sweet on the inside, but that was so wholesome. I'm so happy that I know now that Caboose has his own song that he dedicated to his best buddy, my favorite character. That was so great. Okay. God, such a great song. All right, anyways, next one. All right, so I already know what this song is. When this episode came out, I believe it was either season 7 or season 8. I think it was season 8. When this track had come out, we got a shortened version of it. This was with Epsilon when he was in the cube talking to all of the elites. He was like, hello, non-believers or whatever. I remember a bunch of people at the time were giving me links to the full version that I just haven't heard up until now. And it's actually on the soundtrack too, so it's kind of a good thing that I held off on it. So I have not heard this yet. I've heard the shortened version that he was giving when he was talking about like his speech and all that stuff, and then he got distracted because he saw like the apparition of Tex. But let's listen to this masterpiece in 3, 2, 1, play.
Attention, true believers.
True believers.
And other people. We are here today to pay our final.
Oh my God. To me.
To the dearly departed. But first, I'd like you all to join me in a song.
Yeah. Oh my God. This is actual music video.
Maybe they're not as good, but that's still a time for the best.
No.
No one else.
Like, what the fuck is happening?
I'm the best round guy in the universe. Maybe there's a cube out there. Good, but I haven't met him yet. We don't hang out.
Caboose! I love your song, by the way. Does that mean Griff has a song too? Wow, there was.
am the best.
They're like all of his posse, his backup singers.
am the best.
All right,
Back me
Epsilon.
up, aliens.
Wait, what?
I am the big dog.
Oh my God! Yo, Monty!
Man, listen, I'm the illest orb you know. The god of the orbs. And church is the name.
Church!
Nobody's better, and I know you feel the same. I'm so rare.
Is that Lamar?
That all the other orbs ain't even in my atmosphere. They know to clear the way when the best come through.
Oh my
Because
God!
I'm just the best, and there's nothing they can do. Many tried, but just can't be.
Dude,
me. They all
is
say
this
it's hard, but
Lamar
to me it's
Hall?
rather easy to do what I do. Better than the rest.
Yo,
Takes 4
Kobe!
words. I am the best. All praise church. The best, just admit it. Can't live without me, so you gotta live with it.
Slam
I gotta
dunk.
split, so let me hear you shout. Church, you the best. That's right, yo, I'm out.
Yo, Church is the best. Yo, this song just made. I guess this is Church's song then. Wow. Wow, and they actually have credits for it too. Directed by Church's best friend Caboose. I am the best. Mick Hacky Sack and the Round-a-Lots. Old school orb. I don't know if any of this is official, but that sounded like an early, like a young Lamar Hall, like a young, scrappy, like diamond in the rough. Like we have no idea what he's capable of in the future. Lamar Hall. Let me know if that was him. Because, like, even then, like, I would have fucked with his music so much further back if I had known about Red vs. Blue. And if this is Church's song, I'm all about it. Church is literally the best. Like, your character is irrelevant. Best character ever, and just happens to be my favorite character. Now I have a song that I can just be like, listen to this song and don't talk to me if Church isn't your favorite. That was so funny. I actually think they really, and then like, I think that was Monty's dancing animation, because Monty's all about like dancing and choreography and stuff like that. So like, to have Monty dancing, doing the dance animations, to have like Bernie singing the Church, I am the best. I don't even know if that was Church or if that was Bernie giving the voices for him, if it was the same, because it was like auto-tuned. And if that was Lamar, like, this is like the trifecta of awesomeness. Like, you got Church, you got Monty music animation, and you got Lamar Hall bringing in the hip-hop. God damn, dude. So, like, is everyone getting, like, their own track in this? Because we just got Caboose's song, and now we just got what I assume is Church Epsilon's song. And the next song is Sarge's Blues. Yo, I think we're literally getting every character. Okay, Sarge Blues next. Let's go. Let's hear it. I'm worried. He's just gonna talk about how much he wants to kill Griff. Yo, give up on that harmonica.
Simmons, give me a fat beat. Well, I got the blues.
Oh, give me a fat beat.
I got the blues.
He's just teabagging the whole time.
I got the blues.
Sarge has the blues, guys.
No way. Gonna make those dirty blues till last good night.
Oh.
Taking a dirt nap.
I might love the red, I might love the blues, but I love Sarge.
Well, I got the blues.
Yo, Simmons is over there working. He's gonna have like freaking, he's gonna have a great ass by the end of this.
Well, I got good aim.
All those squats.
I got the blues.
Oh my God.
They won't leave me alone. Got a shotgun shall for each mark with their name. Bottom is spelled caboose.
Oh boy.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! I like these, like those random shots of driving around.
Hop in the Jeep, put the pedals to the metal. I will tear across the
Yo!
ground like a rebel. We may not have a tank, but you can take it.
Yo!
But on the
Sarge
side
has
of the bar,
bars?
I've got the highest rank. I intend to use it. I hereby order you to boogie.
Wow.
How you, Donut?
Hey, Donut!
Who wants to see that?
Everyone's making a cameo. I love it. It's like the Red Anthem by Sarge.
I got the blues.
My God, Simmons is going in right now.
I got the blues, but I got grip too. I got the blues.
Poor Griff.
Look at this canyon so long that sometimes I don't know just what to do. Oh wait, yes I do. Shoot 'em.
Oh yeah, get fucked, dude.
You just got Sarge.
Yeah, okay. Texas like fucking hate that. Yo, let's give. Yo, can we really quick, before we jump into the next one? We need to give a round of applause for Simmons. Man dropped a fat beat and he got down low. He's gonna have a great ass after that. He just did like a week's workout of squats. Just teabagging the whole time, basically. So is everyone, I really do think like everyone's gonna get a track now. We got Epsilon Church, we got Sarge, and we got Caboose. I don't know what the rest of these, and then obviously season 9, we get Tucker, Bow-Chicka-Bow-Wow. So I'm wondering if by the end, like by the time I'm caught up with all the soundtracks, if every character will have their signature soundtrack. I know Tex has her own anthem as well. So that was so cool. Simmons, drop me a fat beat. And then he did, he like dropped a few bars. That was pretty cool. All right, so I don't know why I have this in here. I know I put it in here for a specific reason, but I don't remember. I think it's tethered to a song. So we're gonna play this out. It says Red vs. Blue, Reach miniseries episode 3 finale. So this is a non-canon miniseries, which is why I didn't feature it in my reactions. But
just remain calm, okay?
oh, is there another song?
I'm surrounded by aliens. And
Oh, is this Griff's song?
They're definitely trying to kill me.
Griff, do you know where Simmons is? Griff, hello?
Oh God, I don't.
Is he
wanna
behind you?
die.
My God, Halo Reach, this is such a
Sounds like
blast!
your buddy wandering into
What? Who's that?
What's that?
Oh, he has to fight wave after wave of aliens till it's over.
When is it over?
I know this is non-canon, but that's
Well,
pretty
not so
crazy.
good.
A new
Well, first off,
character.
though, it shouldn't take too long.
Hey, let him know if you pre-order some GameStop, you can get some new armor.
Not sure. if
Oh
it's
God,
changed either
GameStop's
way.
going
Well,
under
if he can find his
nowadays.
way over to multiplayer, he can enter a 1 versus 1 tournament.
Would he have to be?
Oh,
one of the
boy.
ones?
Yeah.
It seems like
This
a bad
product
idea for
placement
him.
Well, they have prizes for
advertisement.
the 4 versus 4 tournaments too.
You got any 4 versus 3.5 competitions?
No.
Then he probably wouldn't qualify.
Yikes. Damn. That sass. And he just walked away. Oh, so this is the song.
Walking along,
Sarge gets 2 songs?
what can I see? At the top of this mountain,
What the heck is this motivational angle?
ocean,
He's like on a mountain.
and lots more land. It goes on forever.
My God, yo, Reach is such a beautiful game. I can't wait to play it again when I get into, as we get closer to Halo Infinite.
Walking on the beach, it makes me feel sensitive. Check out about it.
This song's a lot more vibey. I like it. What is this song called? I don't think it gave the song name.
Walk through it. This map is so freaking huge, I'm kind of breakdown. Ford's world is so big.
Yo, this is probably when RWBY was on top of the world back in the day. You know? Like, they have like a whole
Finally.
connection.
Hey, what's up, Sarge?
Whoa, Griff!
Made it.
Barely. Those aliens never seem to stop. So
He came
eventually I just
back.
played dead and they left. And then I fell asleep for a few hours. Playing dead.
I,
is more
I
work
think
than I
like
used to.
Rooster Teeth was
Where
probably
you guys been?
really closely
I got stuck all
involved
the way
with a
across
lot
the
of
map.
these
This place
Halo
is here.
Waypoint videos.
And I was attacked by a bunch of aliens.
At least you had a
Obviously,
chance to
it's
win some
synonymous
prizes.
with Halo, and
I've been
Halo
trying
was
to
so
hold up
big
the
back in the day.
full time by myself.
Hey, they're playing multiplayer!
Oh, I told them if they didn't attack us, I would trade them my pre-order code for the exclusive chess piece. Now they're fighting each other to see who gets it.
Oh no,
You already
sellouts!
used your code. You're wearing it.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
See, fellas?
Wow,
we got the plain
look at
look
that.
after all.
Halo
Get
Reach!
ready for
Yo, shout out to Halo Reach. I was at the midnight release for Halo Reach when this dropped, the day it dropped. And I have a funny story for that. So me and a friend of mine were on our way to get Halo Reach. It was the midnight release. We were both super pumped and like hyped the fuck up. We played the demo. We played the beta, the Halo Reach beta leading up to the release of the game. And we were like so antsy to do that. Like he was driving and I didn't have my license at the time. And we were like flooring it to this GameStop. And my friend gets pulled over by the police because he was speeding. And he was like so pissed. He's like, oh my God, there's not going to be any copies left. This guy's going to give me a ticket. I'm going to be so upset. I got to go and pay it. And then I got to drive slow. And and then me and him looked at each other. We were like, imagine he just lets us off with a warning. And then he comes back and he's like, yeah, you guys are off with a warning. Drive slow. You know, be careful when you drive. And me and him were like dying hysterically because he was like a cynic. He was like super pessimistic back then. He was like, nah, that would never happen. I'm definitely getting this ticket. But yeah, that's like one of my Halo Reach stories. Like Halo Reach this is my favorite Halo game. And it's my favorite primarily because I never played Halo 1 or Halo 2 back in the day. So when I got into Halo with Halo 3, I didn't bother following the story because I had already missed 2 previous titles. I played with my friends, I played multiplayer, I played co-op on Legendary. I didn't understand what was going on. I didn't care to even focus on what was going on just because I was already missing out on a huge chunk of the first 2 games. But, you know, for me it was Halo Reach, Halo ODS, I believe it was Halo 3, ODST, Reach, and then 4. And Reach was like a self-contained story. It was a prequel story at that, so it took place before even the first Halo. So in terms of like my enjoyment of it, it was like at the nexus of where the story from the gaming perspective kind of took a, like basically unfolded. And I loved the Noble Six. I loved the world. I loved the armor abilities. The maps were great. Multiplayer was so freaking fun. And, like, I liked that game mode that you can play between the Spartans and the Covenant. I thought that was a pretty cool, game mode addition as well. They added the firefight. I don't know if they, no, I think they added firefight original. No, did they add firefight? Yeah, I think they added firefight in ODST, and then they, like, revamped and upgraded it for Reach. But yeah, Reach is my favorite Halo game to date. You know, I obviously have to replay all of those games and start playing Halo 1 and Halo 2 and Halo 5 when, you know, when Halo Infinite comes out next year. But shout out to Halo fucking Reach. And shout out to Rooster Teeth for being on top of the world with doing collaborations with Microsoft and Bungie and GameStop, you know, when their show was booming back in the day. But that was pretty cool. A blast from the past, a little secret story for those of you who don't know. And I'm looking forward to the rest of these songs for sure. So the next track that we have is I Say Ooh, and this is the last song for season 8, and it features Sandy Casey, which I believe is Casey Lee Williams' mom. And she's also done music for like the duo, like the back and forth for Red Like Roses Part 2 with Casey, back during Volume 1, which is pretty cool. So let's check this out. Oh! 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 I like this. Oh, what? What's this song about? This reminds me of, like, Not Fall in Love with You.
Used to be alone, but took me just fine.
What?
Don't know how I'm gonna get you out of my mind.
Whose song is this?
Don't know how I'm gonna be without you.
Is this Text to Church? That'd be so that'd be like Allison to church.
Long time. I've been dreaming about your body and to make you mine. I've been dreaming about the day you would say yeah, you.
It's a love song. I say ooh.
What can I do?
Oh, this is great. Oh, is this Jeff and Casey? I'm sorry, Jeff and Sandy. Aw. This is a sappy love song. I'm putting this between Tex and Church. Because they are not lovey-dovey like this song is. So it works. I like this. I say ooh, What can I do? I like sappy love songs that Jeff makes. Not Fall in Love is one of my favorites.
See, it's all about you and the things you do. All it takes is a look and I
Yo,
feel brand new.
Lamar, what are you doing? Lamar's always around.
Time, never ever make you cry, never ever will I lie. As the old saying goes, cross my heart, hope to die. That's
Wow.
'cause being with you, girl, makes me feel
He
so
was
alive.
deeply involved in RBB back in the day. I love it. He's very free, like very rare to hear him in more than one song in RWBY.
My life met someone like you. When I see you, girl, all I say is
ooh. Smooth as always, Lamar. Wow, I wasn't expecting that either. Like, they just snuck him in there. Yeah, he's only on one track per volume, and it's usually the Yang songs, I think, that he features in, like I Burn and, let's see, I Burn, like Morning Follows Night, and is it Ignite? Yeah, Ignite. So those are the three that I remember off the top of my head that Lamar's in. Wow, man. Lamar making his mark on the Red vs. Blue community alongside Jeff and Sandy Casey. That was cute. A little love song. I want a headcanon that is between Church and Tex, just because they're both stubborn knuckleheads when they want to be, but they're also very, I guess, they're also very, what's the word I'm looking for? Vulnerable. They're both very vulnerable and open when they want to be, especially when Church was kind of revealing, like, you know, I forget you, and that was like his true way of like showing that he loved her enough to let her go. And you know, Tex would never, you know, Tex is a badass, you know, she can't show that emotional soft side of her. So I feel like while they're both very hardened on the exterior, they both have like this I say ooh, like I love you, I can't get you out of my mind vibes about each other, and it kind of transcends to Dr. Leonard Church and Allison. But I wasn't expecting a love song. Originally, I was like, oh, maybe this is a donut song. Who knows? But no, I really liked how that turned out. You know, Jeff, Sandy, and then Lamar coming through during their early days of Red vs. Blue. This is season 8 music, too. So, I liked them. Like, none of them, obviously, I feel like these songs, like, now I have, like, kind of an idea of these tracks. They're just feel-good music. They're just music that gets you thinking about Red vs. Blue, has you going on a, like, nostalgic trip, especially, like, depending on when you guys first heard of these songs. But, yeah, most of these are just fun. They're just fun songs. Some of them are a little bit more, I guess, tangible that you can take something away from it. Like, I Say Ooh can be, like, about the characters in the series. You know, the revelations, Red vs. Blue could be something more deeper for the Red vs. Blue theme of the series itself. Or maybe something that I'm missing. But I really liked most of these. Sarge had 2 songs. Church had a song. Tucker had a song. And, I'm sorry, not Tucker. Caboose had a song. Tucker has a song coming up. And what seems to be a love song of sorts. I don't know who it is truly about, but my heart says Church and Allison, or Church and Tex. So that's what I'm going to go with. So, we have officially finished the wrap-up of songs for Season 8. This video is probably, like, already, like, 40 minutes long. I apologize, but I hope you guys, again, leave your feedback. Let me know what you guys think of this. Do you guys like this? Is this entertaining? Would you like me to do it for seasons 10 and beyond? If those soundtracks are like, you know, worthy of a video. I definitely want to know your guys' feedback on all of these, and definitely can, like, and also just give me your opinions on what you feel about these songs. Let me know what you think I Say Ooh is about. I don't know if it's confirmed that it's a love song between particular characters, or if it's just something that they wanted to throw on the soundtrack to kind of just, like, be there for the community. But let me know what you think about I Say Ooh. I like that song. I like that song a lot. I think that's my favorite song, with the exception of the Revelations theme for Red vs. Blue. But with all that said, we're getting into the second soundtrack, and I think the more meatier soundtrack with a lot of the lyrics and, like, plot-relevant things that happen, because a lot of these songs were played, I think, in some way, shape, or form during the actual season, whereas all of the songs in Season 8, with the exception of the credit song, was featured during the actual season. So, we're going to be checking this out. We're going to be jumping into Falling Towards the Sky, which left a huge impression on me when I first heard it. It was such a hype song. Casey and Lamar, like a dynamic duo. Really, Lamar like going ham on like his lyricism, his wordplay, his flow. I love the dude, and I'm looking forward to hearing this song again. So let's check it out. Yo! All right, here we go. Falling towards the sky when they were jumping off the building. Falling towards the sky, waiting for my ride. Insane, breakneck pace, no principles, put it head on this case. Ooh, slipping on my heels, move my wheels, cause I'm not trying to get killed. Ooh, what I'm gonna do, me and the crew, one false move we through. Stress level high, it's full court press, can't get strong, the result is death. Adrenaline filled like a kid needing Ritalin, gotta get away from this bullshit middleman. Push to the max, no time to relax, cause we ain't swift, we facing the axe. But I ain't trying to hear it, float like a spirit, finish line coming, I feel it's getting near it. Can't stop now, yo, we almost there, unaware of what awaits us in the air. Yeah, you definitely know after I heard this song for the first time, I was hooked. I was literally hooked to the song. I'm like, I need to listen to it. I need to know the track, I need to know the lyrics and everything. On the back of the truck, now we ride through the streets, talk about good luck. Man, that was tough, jumping off the building, but if we didn't do it, then the time was up. Never that though, I'm just too swift, blessed with a gift that flows from my lips. Still represent, still talking that shit, still hit your chest like a blast from the fifth. Ain't no stopping, I'ma keep it popping, rolling, rocking, pure hip hopping. Soul like rockin'. You know I got plenty, I'ma see no dog anymore like a penny. Jeff sent the text, asked for the best, so I stepped right in, put flames to the test. Riding around from dust till dawn, rise from the ash, and then I'm gone. Yo! I love this song, dude! Waiting for my ride. Such a dope ass track. I think this is like my favorite song, period. Like I haven't even heard all of these other songs yet, and I'm just like, it's too good. It just works. And then Miss Soul 2 with all of that crazy animation and action that's happening in season 9, like how can you not like this song? Jeff going ham on that guitar. I flubbed a little bit during the start of the song just because I forgot how it like initially starts up. I haven't really heard it in a while, but yo man, I can't wait to see I can't wait to see the rest of Project Freelancer. And how old was Casey in that? 13, 14, maybe? Probably even younger. What was it, season 9? So I think she was like 13, 14 when season 1 came out. So she was probably like younger, like maybe 12, 13 around this time. And she sounds just as like rich and just as talented then as she does. Well, obviously she's gotten better as she's aged and as she's got, she's gotten more. She has a wider range now than she did as a kid, but it's like, if I didn't know any better, I would think that like, and that's the thing too, when I first heard Casey on the RWBY soundtrack, I was like, there's no fucking way this person's like 13, 14 years old, get out of here. And then it's like, nope, they are, and they've been doing music before this, so it's kind of like mind-blowing that, Casey's been doing this forever, and she's like an integral part of the community in terms of the soundtrack and the music and all that stuff, and even like her involvement with her dad and everything like that, and Lamar and Alex. It's just a really cool, like, tight-knit community, and I feel like they're like a tight-knit group as well with the music. And then they added Adrienne into the mix, and everybody else that kind of covers and works on different aspects of music across all of the Rooster Teeth music that they do. But yeah, Falling Towards the Sky, like I already said, like I'm a big Lamar Hall fan. I love the dude's style. I love his flow. I love his lyricism. I love what he comes up with on the fly. Like, all of those lyrics were literally about, like, they were literally about the operation, right? Falling towards the sky, waiting for my ride, Now we ride on the back of the truck talking about good luck. Jumping off the building, because if we didn't do it, then our time was up. Like, these motherfuckers had to jump or they're gonna get destroyed by the freaking laser beam. Or, like, the giant firing main cannon, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy how they just put those things in, they just make it work. And even if you don't know shit about RWBY, it still slaps, it's still a good track. You know, it has, I don't know, I'm a big hip-hop fan. For those of you who don't know, I'm a big hip-hop fan. I love, you know, Kid Cudi, Kendrick Lamar, you know, Lupe Fiasco. Those are some of my favorites, you know, and like discovering Lamar Hall, because I feel like predominantly a lot of the music that Jeff and Casey does caters to a specific genre, being rock, you know, being heavy metal and rock and stuff like that. And, you know, I appreciate that too. Rock and hip hop are my two favorite genres, but it's just like refreshing to kind of get someone, you know, from the area, from the Boston area where I grew up, who kind of just knows, you know, the culture, knows the music, knows the impact of it, and you know, it just really, it just like, I don't know, it's homey, it works, and I love it. And you know, I always look forward to getting Lamar in RWBY's tracks, and hearing more and more of him as I go down the list of RWB music is a treat more than anything. Falling Towards the Sky, a lot of people that I've talked to too briefly about the soundtracks have said that that's their favorite song as well, or that's the song that had like the biggest impact. I don't know if it was because it was a song tethered to such a big moment in Red vs. Blue, which was the heist, but yeah, I think that was just a really great display of music all around. Casey having a really great on the chorus, and then Lamar just going in, and you know, it just worked. So shout out to Casey, shout out to my boy Lamar Hall, and I loved it. And I apologize for the cringiness at the beginning of that. I like messed up so many times, but I'm not a rapper, okay? I'm not a rapper. Go tell your friends about it. Anyways, Falling Towards the Sky, probably my favorite track. I don't know yet. We still have a few more to go. Can't Trust Anybody Now. Let's check it out. Whoa! Jumping right into it. It's getting pointless, huh? Jeff! Broken friendships. All around us. Freelancers! Is this a Freelancer song? Woo! Oh my god! I'm like so hyped that there's actually something! Is this Washington's song maybe? Washington's been the most scorned. He doesn't trust anybody. Wow! Yeah, and then these are the freelancers that are like scorned. They're done with the director, with the project, and everything. Like CT and South. This is literally about them from their perspectives. Ooh. I'm so excited for season 10! Oh my god. Can't trust anybody now. Wow, that was so short. Holy shit, though, 2 minutes? Oh, I need to go back. That was a good song. I was like sipping my water like, another song, another day. Broken friendships. Oh my god. When they mentioned the team, I was like, freelancers aren't teammates anymore. Wow. This sounds this is like a bittersweet song, it feels like. Wow. Wow. This can be about any freelancer who got fucked over during the project, to be honest. You think they help us? Carolina wants to kill the director. South got ostracized. CT was a failure in the director's eyes. And these are people with feelings and hopes and dreams, and they want to be useful in there. I feel bad for them, you know? Fucking Maine used to the point of losing himself. Washington. Wow, you may never find a home. Wow. I know I just said Falling Towards the Sky was my favorite, but that's a close second. It's bittersweet to a T. It's short as fuck, which is so upsetting. I wish they gave us one more verse of just getting more out of it. But like the second they showed that they're trying to make us out like we're a team, I was like, freelancers set up from day one to be competitors, not team. They're dressed to be competitors in teammates' outfits. You know what I mean? They're like wolf in sheep's clothing. You know, they're based initially to be like, you gotta work together, you gotta work in a team. But here's this online leaderboard ranking system, and if you're in the top 6, you're important. If you're not, then get lost. And I felt for the freelancers, I really felt for them. That song really emphasized, I think Jeff did a really great job more than anything at like giving out in his voice to really I felt the pain of what it feels like for them, you know what I mean? Or at least to empathize, because I'm not in their situation. I don't know from experience. I know from a viewer's perspective, from an observer's perspective, from a human perspective to the best of my ability. They all went through torture. They all went through shit, not just Epsilon. You know, Epsilon went through it. CT went through it. You know, Washington went through it. Carolina, I'll do anything for you, director. Epsilon, you're gonna help me kill the director. Night and fucking day, and that, like, does things to you as a person, you know? Maine, and they were all supposed to be friends, you know what I mean? Like, they were all supposed to be friends. I don't know if we're gonna get more of Project I'm excited that we still have the second half. We have more flashback moments to get through. If we'll really see what it was like when they all first got paired to, you know, when they all first became a team before it became a competition, you know, because I feel like really they all just really got along. It was a common goal, the continuity of mankind, doing what we can to help out and being a part of this project together that eventually turned into an arms race. It turned into a pissing contest. And it cost friendships, it cost lives, it cost trust, it cost hopes and dreams and goals and aspirations, and it turned them all into something that they probably don't even identify with anymore. And, you know, for Washington and Tex, I think, are the last freelancers that are around now, like in present time. I don't know if there are others still scattered out there, but yeah, I really liked that song. It just, I don't know, it just riled up all the emotions of the freelancers and just gave it to me, and I was just like, wow. It makes me feel for them a lot more, not just for Epsilon and his torture, but the shit they went through, you know? And I still have yet to see the full context of that for season 10 yet, but I really liked that song. What is it? Can't Trust Anybody Now. That was a great song. I wish it was longer. That's like the one thing I wish. I wish that song was longer. I really wish that song. So really quick, I'm going to read the comments of this song, if there are any. Okay, never mind. I think this song is Wash. I think of Wash when I hear this song. A song about CT and Washington. This needs to be longer. Thank you. Thank you. That's exactly what I was saying. Yeah, Washington. I swear this is a Washington song. Yeah, it could literally be about any of them. They all got screwed over, you know? Washington is probably just the lasting impression of that because he's still in the ringer of it. He's still on the dog leash until he gets Epsilon back, or, you know, up until where season 8 ended, you know? And it's like he carries that. He carries the memories. He carries the emotions. He carries the pain of the people he worked with that eventually all lost themselves, and they're all gone now. And we don't even really know what's going to become of Carolina because it seems like she's just on a warpath to kill the director. And I don't know how that's going to come out. You know, are they going to die too? Are all freelancers going to be dead by the end of it? Who knows? But I really liked this song. This was the first song that I was just like, oh my god, I could actually extrapolate something from the show, and it gave me so much more because I still have more of Project Freelancer to look forward to. But yeah, a freelancer struggle through and through, and unfortunately, you know, I think, again, I contextualize this more with Agent Washington because he just really doesn't trust anyone. He's he's for himself, of himself, by himself. And, you know, he even was willing to kind of throw away the well-being of the Reds and Blues to get away from it all. And who could blame him, you know? We haven't seen a scored watch yet. We haven't seen him paired up with Epsilon. We haven't seen the emotions of that whole ordeal and everything that came of that. But yeah, it's very evident that he's a Boy Scout right now, but that's not going to last long. So I loved that song. I think that's my favorite, my second favorite, very close second favorite to Falling Towards the Sky. Next song we have is Round 1. Alright guys, so the next track is Round 1, which I believe this is the track that was playing when Texas was going up against Maine, York, and Wyoming during the training simulation that she like wrecked all of them. And it has Jeff Williams and Lamar Hall, so another track with the man, the myth, the legends. And I hope you guys enjoy. So without further ado, we're going to be starting in 3, 2, 1, now. There we go. Yo, that guitar, man. Round one. Nice. I wonder if the song like evolves like it did during the training simulation. Round 1. Tex is a badass, everybody. Oh, whoa. 3, 2, 1. Total disgrace. To get down. Yo, Tex will fuck you up. Long story short. Together. Yep. Pretty much. Gonna be a long day. Round 1. Damn. Jeff went ham back in the day, dude. I mean, he still keeps up to par to this day. God damn! How does Jeff still have his voice? A bull in a china shop. Wow. Looking forward to Lamar coming in on this track. Jeff is killing it though. Like his voice is like ripping through everything. Tex does not fuck around. This is basically like Tex's pop-off track. Yo, let's go!
See what happens when you tug on Superman's cape. Accept your fate, it's too late to try and save face. I'ma leave your ass in pieces all over the place. Jabs, hooks, uppercuts, yeah, you going down. I'm guaranteeing you won't make it out the first round. Look at your eyes, I see I got your ass shook.
Yo,
best believe you about to get your
monkey ass whooped. Short, sweet, and to the point. Gotta respect it. Better take it like a man. Cause it's only round 1. We got at least 3 rounds to go. You better tap out. God, this makes me like, I'm so glad Tex doesn't exist in real life. I'd be terrified if I ever had to fight her. Based on the ass whooping she's been dishing out since the series started.
Round 1 over.
Winner. Point to Texas. That's what they should have ended on, like point to Texas. Yeah, so long story short, this is Texas. This is Texas. I was gonna say Texas's, but Texas pop-off song. Basically, if you're gonna challenge me, you're gonna fucking get your ass beat. So think twice because we're going more than 1 round. Not much more to say. It's very short, sweet, and to the point. Don't screw with her. And I think there's another one. On Your Knees, I think, is another song in honor of Tex. Just because it's like, I think that is it. I think that's the one that that played. I think because they played this one at the beginning of the simulation, but then the music switched up during like the latter half. So. I think this is the second half that played then. So we're going to listen to this On Your Knees, probably round 2 of Texas pop-off. So let's check it out. Yep, this is it. Yep, this is the one during the paintball, the hard light paint scenario. Yep, Tex ain't done with your ass. Round 1's over, but now you're on your knees. All right, let's see what we got. Is, I don't know who else is on this track. I don't know if it's just Jeff. These last couple of songs are a lot longer too, from what I noticed. Yeah, this song's the longest one of the bunch, 4.5 minutes. I think a lot of it's instrumentals that started out. But yeah, this is where Tex is just showing off, shooting people from around the corner, like comboing them with their own guns and shit. Yo, Tex is like on another level. It's not even fair though. If you fuck with Tex, you'll be on your knees for sure, motherfucker. I remember that. I remember that one part from that episode. Bitch in Black. End video. Bitch in Black. We all know who that's about. Wow. Yep. What up, Griff? Oh man, all the boys are afraid of Tex. God. Oh, what? Nevada? Maine? Yo, she's talking about the freelancers. Hawaii? These are all freelancers. But if you fuck with Tex, you'll be on your knees for sure, motherfucker. Yo, Nevada, Maine, Hawaii.
And then it's Texas, got that right.
Yeah. Oh boy, Tex is popping off, dude. Yeah, she got her name reserved. 9 lives, she has 10. Oh boy. Yep. Like, Tex is a bit of a badass. This bitch is Angels. What? 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 No way! All 50 states?
Utah is a fucking mess. Oregon in great duress. Maryland is on her knees. Louisiana.
No way, Lamar!
Not much better. Missouri in the stranglehold. Montana's for hitting home. Indiana,
does he do all 50 states?
Delaware and Slammer. Call the mess for Alabama. Michigan is.
Are you serious?
New Hampshire should have.
New Hampshire, West Virginia, Colorado, Kansas. Wow, Georgia! Shout out to my friend Georgia. Wow. Washington. Wyoming. Monty was from Rhode Island. I also live right next to it. CT. No, she's not a whiner. You can screw Nevada, mess with Maine. Leave Hawaii in a puddle of pain. You can beat Virginia till she's down on the floor. But if you fuck with Tex, you'll be on your knees for sure. The three-peat. Fuck with Tex, you'll be on your knees for sure. End it with motherfucker, please. This song was so hard. Motherfucker. In case they don't do it.
Motherfucker.
It was Tex of all people who said it too. Wow. What a pop-off song, dude. What a great track. This is literally Tex's like anthem. And it's a call out to every other freelancer. Like, my name is Texas. I'm a bit above average compared to the average freelancer. I'm a supercomputer, artificial intelligence. And if you mess with me, I'm gonna body every freelancer in this bitch. Wow, I really thought Lamar was gonna go on like a fucking rap, on a rap course of all of the states. I need to go back to that. That was so hype. So he mentioned Massachusetts. I'm from Massachusetts, so I need to hear what he says about my state. And then they mentioned the other states, like the other freelancers, like North Dakota, South Dakota, Washington, Maine, Georgia. I don't know if they mentioned Florida, but yeah. They mentioned Connecticut's a whiner. That's so messed up. Like CT, yeah, but she has every justification to be upset with what's happening. So unfair. Anyways, let's check that out again. Wow, I was not expecting that at all. Hell's Angel.
Oklahoma beat down, Pennsylvania dead and drown, Minnesota castigate, Massachusetts flagellate,
Massachusetts flagellate.
Dead Sea, Utah
it's not good, but
Oregon in great duress, Maryland is on her knees, Louisiana, bitch please, Mississippi worse than ever, North
please.
Dakota not much better, Missouri in a stranglehold, Montana's corpse is getting cold, bleeding time for Kentucky, Indiana not so lucky, Vermont could use a 40 New Jersey, it is almost over, pick up Delaware and slammer, call
I need to memorize this track, dude. Lamar's putting me to work.
West Virginia's at her end.
Wow. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go back one more time because I need to pick up on how many states they mentioned because I just lost track. All right, here we go. Oklahoma.
Oklahoma beat down, Pennsylvania dead and drown, Minnesota castigate, Massachusetts bitch slap, Tennessee, DC dead sea, Utah is a fucking mess, Oregon in great duress, Maryland is on her knees, Louisiana bitch please, Mississippi
bitch please,
North Dakota not much better, Missouri in a stranglehold, Montana's corpse is getting cold, bleeding time for Kentucky, Indiana not so lucky, Vermont could use a 40 New Jersey it is almost over, pick up Delaware and slammer, call the mess for Alabama, Michigan has been destroyed,
wow.
Illinois, New Hampshire should have brought a friend, West Virginia's at her end.
Colorado, Brandenburg, and the point of no return. Georgia's under
Georgia!
California's really fun. Idaho and South Dakota, give it up, your time is over. Cancel all appointments, Washington with Ohio, don't stand a chance. Wyoming needs a change of path.
Rhode Island, I live right next door.
Puerto Rico, does it even count?
Does that even count? Oh, they mentioned Carolina. Nevada, Maine, Hawaii, Virginia, Texas. I don't think they did all 50. I don't know which one they missed, but I don't know if they did all 50. I'm a bad counter. I'll do it in the editing. I'll feature it if it's edited. If it's 50, then that's awesome. You'll be on your knees for sure. What a great song. Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
God damn. Goddamn. So this song was played at RTX 2016. I don't even remember this song. And when they were playing it, I'm like, I don't know what this song is, so I'm not even gonna pretend like I'm gonna dance and sing along with it because I don't know. I didn't know what song it was at the time anyway, but I asked someone next to me, I'm like, what song was that? They're like, oh, On Your Knees from RWBY. I'm like, oh, that's why I haven't seen it. At the time, I was only on season 3. But this is such a hype track. I need to, like, Lamar Hall's giving me all this work. I want to, like, memorize all of his lines, all of his verses, to just be quick with it, especially, like, if they do concerts with these songs again in the future. And just because I'm a big fan of his work and you know, the hip-hop verses that he comes through with on RWBY. And now I'm kind of going through the catalog a bit of for Red vs. Blue. So, On Your Knees, man. A freaking call to action to any freelancer who wants to catch this work. Okay, we have 3 songs left. 3 songs left to wrap it up. I'm pretty sure this video is over an hour at this point, but I hope you guys enjoy it still. Again, leave your feedback. Donut, the musical. I'm pretty sure we all know what we can expect. Anyways, let's check it out.
Okay, Donut. I want as much information as possible.
Donut!
Let me blow you away.
Let me blow you!
Leave your eyes in your day. You are in for a surprise when you look into my eyes. You won't be able to deny my gaze.
Oh my god.
Wait a minute, Donut. You're what?
Come on, Sarge. You can't deny my deep eye contact, my gaze. What did you think I said?
Oh my god. Don't ask, don't tell.
Let me blow you away. There's nothing that I will not do or say. To a
I love Donut.
Hot and sweaty canyon like a stallion. I am bursting through the gate.
Okay.
What?
The gate.
You know, a stallion, a stud, a horse with a big
Don't say it.
saddle. Who wants to mount up?
Oh, God.
I love
Let
it.
me start with
I
this
love it.
inquiry.
Oh, this is
I've
from season what? Season
recorded
2?
in
Season
my
3?
diary. I've got a
The play that he did?
secret thing I want
This
to
is a
say.
Franklin Donut joint.
What's worse than a conundrum or a
Enthusiastic.
cheer, a threesome? Not taking time to
Not a bad
end
thought.
life each day. You see the fun.
Lopez is just
will
there.
never cease, as long as we've got elbow grease.
Okay.
There's really nothing to
Yo, this musical's lit.
when you're using head light
Gavin!
fluid.
Light fluid. Headlight fluid. Yeah. Not your finest moment there, Gavin.
Donut, you do know there's no such thing as headlight fluid.
Depends on what you mean by head.
I'm just gonna pretend I don't know what you mean.
I'm just gonna pretend you do.
Oh.
I caught the fever for hot fun, and I'm recruiting
God.
everyone. You know this army needs a little style.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Donut's gay as they go. No pun intended. I didn't mean that to be a pun, I promise. I love him though. I love Donut. I wouldn't have him any other way. Stop. Stop, Donut, please.
Donut, please. Enough with the
Yes.
double entendres.
Double entendre? Is that anything like a menage a trois?
Oh, he's like, it's a donut
that
sandwich.
case-
Let me blow you away like a needle log get lost
Oh
inside your
boy,
head.
Donut, I love you so much.
You know how, just like milking a cow, like we do it on the farm back in IOW way.
Oh boy.
So you really grew up on a farm in Iowa?
Yep. You spend a lot of time thinking when you're on the farm, and then a lot of time repressing those thoughts.
Let me blow
Okay, we get it. You want to blow people
I'm
away.
on my knees just to have a chance today. If you see me winking, it's cause we are both thinking this lightish red armor looks so gay.
Hey, it's lightish red.
Garish.
Yeah, lightish
What
red.
did you just call your armor?
Garish. It means totally lacking in good taste.
Kind of like this song.
For the millionth time, Donut,
Yikes.
your armor is clearly pink.
Lightish
Lightish
red.
Well, won't he just admit it?
Yeah, you're not fooling anyone, Donut.
Are we still talking about his armor color or something else?
Enough talk, you
Let
guys.
me
It's
blow
time for some
you
action.
away. I'm waiting for it.
Let me blow
Oh boy. Hey, it all comes around full circle. The explosions will blow you away. And then Donut.
That's not what I meant.
Why don't you just kill me? Okay. Donut got a song too. Wow. Everyone's getting one. I'm expecting a Griff song. If Talking That Shit isn't Griff's song, then I'm expecting it in the season 10 soundtrack, which means I'm probably gonna do a video series like this in future because Donut got one. We're about to listen to Bow-Chicka-Bow-Wow, which is clearly Tucker's. Church got one. Sarge got two, and Caboose got a song. That's awesome, man. So first off, I like the song. I like the Donut musical, right? A lot of the humor comes from Donut is from the fact that he's enthusiastically honest about what he talks about, and that does come off as him being like, I don't know, just, he has a lot of, again, like double entendres that come off as homosexual. And I don't, like, obviously there's nothing wrong with that. If that's who he is, that's who he is. But it's just, I don't know if they ever confirmed it, but at the same time, it's been the running trait of Donut since his inception, really. From his lightish red armor to, you know, the donut sandwich. So that's the charm of Donut, right? If he's enthusiastic, if he's open, and if he's not like bringing attention to the fact of that, you know, if he is gay, he's not like, look at me, I'm gay, like, look at all these gay things that I do. Like, he's just true to himself. He is himself, and I think that's what really makes him a great character, is even if he is that, you know, even if that's who he is, it doesn't take away from the charm of his character. And you know, that's one of the reasons why I love it. And I love that you can apply humor to it too, because it's like, is he or isn't he? It's, in some cases it's like, okay, you clearly are, but then in other cases it's like, are you just like pulling my leg, or are you trying to make a funny or something like that? You know, again, enthusiastically honest is the best way that I can approach when describing Donut. You know what I mean? Because it kind of takes you for a loop. It kind of gets you second guessing, but I loved it. The double entendres are great. Let me blow you. Like, obviously the first thing you think about isn't letting someone blow you away. So I loved it. It definitely rings true of Donut in every sense of the word. It was very, I don't know, it just had like a pep to its step. You know, for the music and the beat and everything like that. But yeah, Donut has an official song, a musical at that, you know, theater and all that stuff. You know, I think he fit right, you know, he definitely fit right in with that. But yeah, Donut's track, I loved it. So we have 2 tracks left. The next one, I also heard this track at RTX 2016. Bow-Chicka-Bow-Wow was played by, it was led by Alex Abraham, who sang it. I believe he did it at RTX 2016 and 2018, if I'm not mistaken. I vaguely remember the concert. Obviously, they did all of the mostly of the RWBY stuff, but I had still not gotten up to this point of RWBY by that time. Well, I did, but not for the music at least. So I didn't know where Bow-Chicka-Bow-Wow like was placed in terms of if it was a season 8, 9, or 10 song, because I think the song was in the miniseries. The MIA miniseries, so it wasn't even featured in like the actual seasons, but it's obviously featured because the miniseries was still part of season 9. But anyways, Bow-Chicka-Bow-Wow, let's do it. Yo, the voice actor for Tucker and Lamar Hall, let's go. All right, here we go. A lot of references to Tucker being a ladies' man, being somewhat of a womanizer in terms of how he speaks. I think he mentions Junior as well, and then his famous catchphrase.
Everybody here knows about Tucker. They say I'm
real bad, shut your mouth.
Think about chicks, think about Tootsie Roll Pops, how many licks.
Oh boy.
Every time that a girl walks by, I can't help it, she just catches my eye. First I see a face and I see a waist and I see myself
back at her place. What?
I'm so alone now in this
canyon.
Not one single girl in this
canyon.
Or anything rhyming with
canyon.
Man.
Everybody
think I'm so
handsome.
If you in trouble, girl, I could pay the ransom. Need
This is your anthem. When I see the ladies, I say Bow-Chicka-Bow-Wow. When the ladies see me, they say Bow-Chicka-Bow-Wow. And they know I treat them right. Bow-Chicka-Bow-Wow. When I think about you, I say Bow-Chicka-Bow-Wow-Wow. Ow! Yeah, I remember this song at RTX 2016. Everyone was singing it, myself included. I was just singing the chorus because that was the catchy thing. Things a little bit screwy. Your girlfriend is my girlfriend, just like in the movie. At the truck stop, at the bus stop, the sexy stuff, with the extra stuff. So I can wind you up. Watch it glow! God, this is Alien Baby Jr. Bow-Chicka-Bow-Wow. 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 Bow-Chicka-Wow-Wow-Wow. Sergeant Solo, what? Mutiny! No, get the red out of here! What is this solo, Sarge? Come on, man. Yo! Yo, Lamar!
Said he needed a friend to play his wing and do my thing. Jump on the track, make the ladies sing.
Bow!
That boy's the truth. In the canyon or in the booth. Dr. Ruth ain't touching tuck, cause the ladies know he's
Dr. Fuck. Bow! Chicka-Bow-Wow! Bow! Chicka-Bow-Wow! When they see me, they say bow! Chicka-Bow-Wow! Bow! Chicka-Bow-Wow-Wow! Cause I know you're out of sight! God damn, I love this freaking soundtrack. Okay, so this is the last one. That kind of like jumped up. Let me back that up a little bit. So I've heard Bow-Chicka-Bow-Wow before. Like I said, it was mainly. I actually have an excerpt of that part of the concert during my RTX 2016 vlog. For those who don't know, RTX 2016 was my first vlog. RTX convention. It was my first ever convention. The community helped me get there through GoFundMe. I did an entire vlog experience, like being in a hotel for the first time, flying in a plane for the first time, being in Austin for the first time. Like I said, my first convention for the first time, you know, meeting RT staff and, you know, making all the friends that I have now in my Discord, people that I'm looking forward to seeing at RTX 2019 this year. And, you know, it was a great experience for those of you, if you've never been to RTX or if you haven't seen the vlog. It is up on my channel. I have like a 6-part series of meeting people, going to panels, meeting voice actors and stuff like that. The concert was great. The Bow-Chicka-Bow-Wow is somewhat featured on that. Alex Abraham did sing the verses that I play, like on Blue Teams, we do things a little bit screwy. Like I remember that from my vlog, especially for the lyrics that were, that were featured on that. But Tucker's got a bop, dude. Tucker's got a pretty good song. Like, and it speaks so much to him. He's just trying to pick up ladies and stuff. You know, and he's talking about his son. He's talking about his alien baby. He's talking about his sword. He's talking about, you know, what else did he talk about? Bow-Chicka-Bow-Wow, getting with girls, pretty much, you know, and showing off and just trying to flex and trying to fuck, basically. But yeah, Bow-Chicka-Bow-Wow, I like that song a lot. That's a really catchy tune, like Bow-Chicka. You know, it's obvious why they play it at the concert. All right, the final song for the soundtrack is Talkin' That Shit featuring Lamar Hall. I think this is gonna be a complete song just with Lamar Hall, just based on how I just heard it start up. It's like it's a bit of beatboxing in there. So I'm very excited. Anyways, let's check this out in 3, 2, 1. Yep, this is Lamar's time, my boy. Talking that shit, talking that shit, talking that shit.
You could catch me rolling with the best.
Yo, finally they gave this man his own song.
Calm for the lecture, cause I'm about to dig deep in your brains like Lecter. With food for thought to the masses in the crowd. Pay attention as you listen while the speakers bang loud. And if it's hard to digest, then I suggest,
dude, I love this man's flow, dude.
I manifest. No doubt I got my hustle game strong and my knuckle game too. Homie, wanna prove me wrong, a ferocious ferocious competitor. Rap season veteran, bringing mad color to the track like melanin.
See, fucking color, melanin. That shit's so clean.
But if you still want drum, here's my address. I'm a 7-8 Chestnut West, motherfucker.
Every
time you see me,
I be talking that shit, talking that shit, talking that shit. This video's getting demonetized, demonetized, demonetized. Talking that shit, talking that shit, talking that shit. Please don't give me a community strike. I love you. You too, please.
You know I come storming out my corner. My opponent don't want it cause he's sweating like he in a sauna. Look at his trainer and his cut man screaming.
Jesus, dude. Lamar doesn't pull off it. He does not pull punches. I love it. And it's from an RT short.
I'm holding all the aces, got it locked, signed and sealed, and it's over. Time to deliver your last meal. I'm arrogant and cocky, brash full of moxie, get burned straight to ash. If you ever try to stop me, you better off taking notes to try and copy my style, but it's impossible to mock me. So think again, homie. You can't win, homie. Nobody's fucking with society's in, homie. My trademark SE to the grave. Come see me, motherfucker, if you really feeling brave, bitch. Every time you
Jesus.
see me, I be talking that shit,
Talking that shit, talking that shit.
Each and every day I'll be talking that shit, talking that shit.
Damn, Lamar just went ham on a full track on his own. I love it. And you got Jeff on the guitar. Love it.
Each and every day I'll be talking that shit, talking that shit, talking that shit. You dealing with a Dorchester.
Yo, let's go.
Roxbury rebel, Mattapan menace. Most of Boston is a ghetto. On a
Boston,
whole
yo,
other level.
what
Keep
up?
the heavy metal, be it mics or machine guns. We got a score to settle. Echo, a gunshot on some blocks is so loud it can make the whole city dumb hot. But the
Damn
streets
straight.
stay bloody. And dog, that's my word. People been out here so long they become part of the curve. But that's the foundation of this dude that you're hearing, striking fear in the hearts of the fake. When I'm appearing, the real gon' rise, show respect, mega heart, cause they recognize that I've been the same from the start. I never gave a fuck, don't give a fuck.
Never will.
Give a fuck, don't like it, tough luck. I'm the dude you love to hate, and always will be. Till
Hell
they
yeah.
kill me, I'ma still be talking that shit. Every time you
Damn
see me, I be
straight.
talking that shit.
I respect this man so fucking much, dude. He doesn't like.
Each and every day I'll be talking that shit, talking that shit, talking that shit. Every time you see me, I'll be talking that shit, talking that shit, talking that shit. Each and every day I'll be talking that shit, talking that shit, talking that shit.
Props to you, man. Real talk. Yo, he's still going. Let's go.
Talking that shit. Each and every day I'll be talking that shit, talking that shit, talking that shit. Every time you see me, I'll be talking that shit, talking that shit, talking that shit.
Every
Each and every
day I'm
I'll be
talking that shit.
talking that shit, talking that shit. Motherfucker.
That had to end it there at a high note. God damn, dude. What a great soundtrack. And they ended it pretty well, too, with freaking Lamar Hall wrapping it up, saying his piece, giving him an entire track to just go off. I love that. I love that. And I've wanted that for a while. Like, we barely get to really hear him in RWBY, right? And it's obvious. Like, RWBY, I feel like, is PG compared to, you know, the lifestyle and just basically the music that Lamar likes to create. You know, I liked that last verse, right? That kind of reminded me of like my childhood, my upbringings, you know, where I was raised, the people I was raised around, for better or for worse. You know, thankfully not letting it influence me, but not forgetting where I came from. You know what I mean? And that's another reason why, like, that's why hip hop is like important. And it's why, like, it's one of my favorite genres of music, and the people that I choose to listen to, like, I draw a lot of inspiration from the things they went through, because it's very similar in my case. You know, Kid Cudi, for example, you know, I discovered him. He's always kind of considered as an outcast, you know, an alien of sorts, a Martian compared to other artists during his time, or even people in his life. He lost his father when he was young. I lost my father when I was young. We're both black, you know, black men, and I don't know, it's like things like that. Like, there are a lot of things that I just generally like, you know, I basically resonate towards, you know, especially for, you know, similar upbringing and stuff like that. That's just how you relate. That's just how you connect with somebody. And especially if the words in their music are conveyed in a way that you can, first off, respect, but also sympathize and relate to. So, Shout out to you, Lamar. You know, you've been fucking grinding since the RWBY days, and my dumbass is going back in the freaking way back to kind of, you know, catch up on everything. But I really like that song. That song's great. It's hard. It's real. You know, it's true. Lamar's a great dude, but don't fucking cross his path, bro. Shout out to you, Lamar. Stay grinding. I hope he's on the Volume 6 soundtrack. It would be weird. I think he's on every soundtrack so far. Like, again, from I Burn all the way through to Ignite. I don't think he was in the Volume 4 soundtrack. I don't remember. I don't think he was in the Volume 4 track, but I know he was in Volume 1, let's see. Yeah, Volume 1, no, he was in Volume 5. So Volume 1, Volume 5, I don't know. I already forgot. I know he's in at least 3 songs, and 2 of them are Yang songs, and then one's like Morning Follows Night. So, so yeah, like, again, like I said, I'm gonna stop talking about Lamar, because I feel like most of you guys are gonna be like, dude, just fucking marry him, why don't you? Nah, I don't know. I just respect the dude a lot. I love his craft. I love the music that he gives. I love how real he is, how much I relate to him in different ways. And, I don't know. He's a cool dude. I hope he continues to make music alongside Jeff as long as possible and does what he loves. You know, live long and prosper, dude. Seriously. And, overall, I loved these songs. So it was very clear, like I mentioned before, it was very clear getting into it that the songs aren't canonical. You know what I mean? They're not gonna be like, I'm not gonna be here pressed with a pen and paper looking to deconstruct the lyrics and the words and the wordplay of these songs and how they relate to the canonity and the story of this. Isn't RWBY, essentially, right? I think the songs that had the most relevance in terms of plot was Red vs. Blue Revelations, RWBY, the Revelations theme, Red vs. Blue song, Falling Towards the Sky loosely, but just because it kind of like retells the events that happened during the heist. Round 1 and On Your Knees, just for the sake of those are like 2 parts of Texas' full like pop-off story. Obviously all of the characters have their own little shtick songs that kind of give off a sense of who they are as characters, which I really appreciated. And I think the song that had the most impact in terms of like plot was Can't Trust Anybody Now, which I think that is my second favorite song. I don't know, like I cut, like there was an edit earlier where I cut to listen to Round 1, but before I listened to Round 1, I listened to the song again, because it, again, like I said, I can feel the emotions. I can feel like what the Freelancers felt, or if it's a Washington song, you know, he's only feeling probably a fraction or even weighed 10 times over with all the stuff that he got out of Epsilon's memories when, you know, when the ordeal happened in his mind. But like, I just feel like it's just a tragic story expressed in music form for, if not all of the Freelancers, one of many, you know, and one of many that was affected the most in the Project Freelancer storyline, which we haven't even gotten through the second half yet, and I'm looking forward to that. But with all of that said, those are just all of my initial thoughts of the Red vs. Blue Season 8 and Season 9 soundtrack. I am desperate for your guys' feedback on this. I know that there are a lot of you that especially sat through the crazy like hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes, nearly 2 hour discussions and reactions that I did for Season 9, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be a very lengthy video too, probably like an hour and a half around there, for all of these tracks and my thoughts in between each one. So please, please, please let me know what you guys thought of this video, if you guys enjoyed it, if it was entertaining. Is this something that you'd like to see me do in future with like Season 10, 11, 12, 13, or the future soundtracks if they still make them? You know, and also give me your opinions on what you guys think about my thoughts of the soundtrack, what thoughts you guys had on the soundtrack listening to it for the first time, or what you guys think about the soundtracks now, if you guys listen to any of these songs to this day. But yeah, this was a long video. This was a long kind of put together process. I really, really, really liked it. Now that I have a bunch of different tracks, and then within the next week or so, RWBY Volume 6 soundtrack's gonna be out, and then I'm gonna have all of these songs to listen to, all of those songs to listen to. So it's going to be really exciting. But again, thank you guys so much for the support. I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. We have one more video to get through, and then we will be officially starting Red vs. Blue Season 9. So, you know, by the time this video is up, that video should be accessible through Patreon. And again, thank you guys very much for the patience. I hope you guys have been enjoying these return to videos with the mini-series, with this video, with the next one that I have cooked up, and the inevitable return of Red vs. Blue in future. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.